Well, what's up guys, it's Untitled and welcome back to another Bdsp video. Now, well, Legends too. Okay, so y'all remember when Central League... I can't take myself seriously. I just make 2 videos on a row on these mans. See, the last video I uploaded, by the time I finish editing it, these mans already tweeted another thing. Next commercial. They don't tweet that often, but somehow, just because I took too long to edit my video, they decide to take a bigger dump and push it forward. Also remember, this is all freaking speculation. None of this is confirmed. Remember they tweeted this crap, the baby with the muscle, the ghost in kimono, and the moon butterfly. What were our theories? Some Hisui and Tyro crap? Maybe something Jinx or Frostlass related here? A beautiful Jinx evolution? And this one, the best theory I can think of is either like Venomoth or Volcarona, which is a sun butterfly. Maybe there's a moon butterfly, Volcarona. Facts. This is what Central Leagues tweeted 2 weeks ago on October 1st. And then they tweeted this super sick crap. SE, PDP, D22. You'll understand everything soon. Okay, so I couldn't successfully decode the message, but you guys decoded it for me. And the best thing people can come up with is special episode, you know, like Delta episode, Rainbow Rocket episode, Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl, and then December 22nd. Implication, a month after its release, there's gonna be some instant DLC with the freaking special episode and some Platinum Giratina crap maybe. Does this make sense? Would they release a DLC a month after the game comes out? Over a week later, they then tweet this, the SHA-256 hash of the full message. And they bust out this crap. So people don't claim it was a lucky guess when it's revealed. Clown emoji. Oh yeah, we the clowns, bro. We the clowns. That's right. You a clown too? How did he know, bro? I do dress up as one. Okay, so as far as I know, what this is a code. And you can only decode the code once he reveals what the secret message that decodes the code is. So we have this code, which confirms he has a sentence that cannot change. After we find out what his leak is supposed to be, like 2 months from now, he's gonna tell us how to decode this. And he's gonna reveal that he knew this since October 10th. Does this make sense? Do you care? It's honestly good because Central Leagues doesn't really have credibility. And as far as I can tell, whatever they're talking about here, I couldn't trace back to any other leaker. Like no Chinese Riddler, no this man, I forgot his name. None of these believable people. They're not really giving themselves room to hide this if they're wrong. So this is sick. I like your confidence. The second one is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Well, here's another one. Starter evolutions. Legends. Probable new final forms. Nice. How come no one sent me this decode? PDP, Pokemon Detective Pikachu D22, December 22nd. So there's a Pokemon Presents on December 22nd, 2021. Where's Detective Pikachu coming from? Not against it. I want Detective Pikachu back. But it's just so random out of nowhere. Well, anyhow, this is no longer as mysterious as it is because Central Leagues has spoken again. These are gods. And they still haven't blocked me. At this point, it's a game. Oh yeah, they also tweeted this thing that says, why hints instead of just plain saying the new forms are Pokemon?
We have multiple sources. Sometimes you get vague information.
Just shut your mouth, bro. I actually don't have a problem with Central Leagues playing the tease game. People, this is fine. You know, when someone says you're a leak account, you must just deliver the news. Not sucker. I mean, I know these dudes are ass, but they can tease if they want. You still gotta be fair to them. You don't gotta say all this crap, bro. I get it. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to show you. This... Oh! Man's be dumb. This man is dumb. Like, I saw this crap and forgot entirely about it. He decoded it for us on October 13th. We're gonna find out what all 3 of these mean right now. You ready? SE stands for Starter Evolution, is what he's saying. He decoded his own crap. PDP stands for... You suck for this. I've gone through the 5 stages of grief with Megas and Primals. I went from believing they would be here to saying there's no way these games don't have Megas, to admitting there's no way these games have Megas, to accepting it. I cried somewhere in between, then there's all 5. And then I started preaching. So because there's no Megas. And you're gonna drop this. Primal Diaga and Primal Palkia. That's what PDP is. And D22 DLC in 2022 for Pokemon Legends. Boom. Now let's backtrack a bit. Starter evolutions? That's kind of mad. So first off, this is such a huge stance they're taking. They're either crazy because everyone already knows that they've posted stuff that's wrong, or they're entirely on the dot and they're this confident for a reason. Don't believe it. We'll see how it goes. Just know this man's heritage is on the line. Reputation. Advantage. Interesting. Don't tag me in this, bro. Don't tag. Stop it, bro. I don't want to get mail from Central Leagues anymore. Anyhow, let's go through them. Starter evolutions, mad, bro. If you're telling me Cyndaquil's gonna have a new evolution, might not even be Quilava. it's gonna be really weird because the base Cyndaquil is the same. Unless there's like a special stone that existed in ancient Hisui, and using the stone, Quilava evolves into Super Blosian, Hisuian Typhlosion, and then Hisuian Samurott and Hisuian Decidueye. This is weird. Anything can happen to their typing. But let's be real, this is a fire, water, grass starter. They're not losing that. But one cool one to focus on is Dartrix, because Dartrix is the weird one. From its birth as a Rowlet, it's grass flying, evolves into Dartrix, which is still grass flying, and then it evolves and dies and it's grass ghost. It loses its flying type. So if we branch Dartrix off in a different path, maybe it actually branches out into a full bird. Okay, Primal, Diaga, and Palkia. There's multiple thoughts to this. Oh, are you saying this is for Bdsp? Nope. I won't let you think that. I'm not even gonna let you think for a second, have any hope Megas or Primals will come in Bdsp. The same for Bdsp. And we got confirmation from Central Leaks here, because they need to confirm, because we believe them. This is all for Legends, by the way. We told you Bdsp wasn't worth covering months ago. Oh! Bonus points? They told us, bro. Bro, y'all remember when they told us? Guys, remember, I told you Bdsp wasn't worth covering months ago. You tell them. Oh wait, there's plenty worth covering in Bdsp. Is there Megas? Is there Platinum content? A National Dex with mods from future gens? Post-game content? Compatible with Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus? It's not that there isn't interesting stuff. It's just that you don't care or don't actually leak real info. Yeah, bro, let him breathe. I don't know if there are Megas. Shoot, bro, I thought he's gonna come back with a banger. I don't know if there are Megas, but I'm guessing not. Based on some conversations I've had, there's no National Dex. Yeah, this is confirmed. But expanded Dex. There's no Pokemon from future gens. It's not compatible with Sword and Shield or Legends. So while they did hit us with this banger of a statement, this was officially revealed. Anyhow, let's go back. Primal, Dialga, and Palkia. This is for Legends Arceus, which just makes everything seem so different. Like BDS, they're still making Primal, Dialga, and Palkia potentially. That's freaking sick. Thank you, but I don't thank you yet, because maybe you're not. Maybe this man is just taking a dump right now. But just like the idea that Primal, Dialga, and Palkia are not going to be in Bdsp sucks, but at least the idea that they could be in Legends Arceus and there's going to be some lore and we're going to see new forms for Dialga and Palkia. This is what everyone's been waiting for since May of 2014 when they showed us Primal, Groudon, and Kyogre. The big highlight we were waiting for with Sinnoh Remakes is to just see the Primal, Dialga, and Palkia. Well, I've already made a video covering what Primal Dialga should be like, what Primal Palkia should be like. He said something down here, that Bdsp is not compatible with Sword and Shield or Legends, but you can trade through home. I was under the impression that Bdsp would have all the new Hisuian forms coded in, so that you could spend money to buy Arceus just for the sake of transferring them in. You know, a little money tactic. You tell me I'm not gonna be able to transfer Hisuian Arcanine from Legends to Bdsp? It just won't work? That kind of sucks, bro. Not that I take this as confirmation. On that topic, it does kind of make sense if Primal, Dialga, and Palkia exist in Legends, because it is an older time. Maybe there's like a bigger Lustrous and Adamant orb. It's called the Lustrous Stone and the Adamant Stone, and that's what makes them go Primal. They'd make for some sick-ass bosses. What bosses do we have right now in Legends? We have a freaking mini Electivire alpha Pokemon roaming around. We have like the Cleaver boss and all. To have some big bosses, the Regis should be bosses. Okay, since it's Arceus lore, I'd imagine it's an easy segue into making Mesprit, Azelf, and Uxie relevant, maybe as bosses or something, and then eventually leading up to Arceus. I mean, this is ancient Hisui. Like, this is Sinnoh's origin. Obviously, Mesprit, Uxie, Azelf, the Spatial Mans, and Arceus are all involved. If you don't incorporate them into this game, it's just last one, DLC 2022 for Legends. This is the coolest thing I've heard since. It's always been weird to me. This like kind of cracks the code, even though it's just a thought. Like, I ain't gonna trust this man entirely at all. I didn't say entirely. Bro, for me, it's been so weird that Legends comes out 2 months after BDSP and is the game for 2022. And it's also what has more focus on it than BDSP. Has the freaking new forms and the actual Game Freak staff working on it, while BDSP is done by LCA with Masuda picking his nose, which is important. We need him in the room. Anytime they're feeling demotivated, they look over and Masuda, oh, you give me life. It seemed like they were tossing away Legends Arceus by releasing it in January. I mean, that's not even when people are ready to spend their money. It kind of makes sense if they're tossing it out in January and then there's going to be a DLC as the November 2022 thing. Like this big DLC for Legends Arceus. You could do some sick stuff with the DLC. This could be including the Regis, All 5 Reggies now we got, leading up to Regigigas. I know DLCs suck because you have to pay for them, but at least it means they have to put care into it, because then no one's gonna buy it. So one way or another, we're gonna make Game Freak care about their games. And they're the one laughing in the end because we're just paying for it. I don't care about the Star Evolutions and Primal. You're feeding me what I want to hear. The DLC 2022 makes a lot of sense and makes me more hopeful for Legends because we still don't know much about it. People are kind of like on Game Freak's ass because it's confirmed, not open world. But even I can't defend Legends that much because we don't know that much. The stuff they've shown in the trailer don't really work as hype points, like the freaking Wardens. But what am I going to do with this information? Okay, we have 5 Wardens. I don't know what this means, bro. You might as well just save this for the story. It's like you gotta keep us interested. You gotta keep showing us juicy things. And you're kind of scaring some of us because Arceus looks a little too calm. Legends Arceus. We need to know that there's some juice in it. So far, the Hisuian forms are saving it. It's making us believe that they're working on the games properly and have a lot of attention put on it. But we need to see it. We got 4 months till it comes out. Meanwhile, we got 1 month till Bdsp comes out. Bro, if I play Bdsp on my channel, please come watch it. I know there's nothing in the games, but come back, come and watch it, bro. Well, the last thing I'll end this with is IGN and some companies have gotten their review copies of Bdsp, it seems, and they've talked a bit about the games, or they just talked to someone, bro, who's paying attention. Okay, here's the last thing to talk about, so we don't cover only central leaks in this. Don't send me any more mail. Aside from all this unconfirmed rumor cryptic crap, we actually have actual news about Bdsp that I'll talk to you about. We got all these different sites like IGN who got information about Bdsp and we're talking about it, and some stuff were revealed. I will go through them with you. The first thing that was revealed about Bdsp is that there's an XP share in Bdsp. It gives experience to your entire team and it cannot be turned off. I don't have much to say about this. It kind of sucks because it takes out an important part of the game, but what can you do? We know why they're doing it. Can't complain. So someone did send me some tweets about people complaining about it. Let me see these. Please censor the name Future Teacher. I don't mean no harm, okay? I'm a peaceful man. Anyone saying that the old Pokemon games were harder and that the experience share makes them too easy now is just straight up wrong. They were only hard because you were a kid and didn't want to spend an extra 12 hours grinding, Lamel. Sir, they were harder because you had to go out of your way to get stronger. You couldn't just play the game in one go. That does make it harder, sir. Like, this isn't Dark Souls. I can't learn the enemy's attack pattern. The only way they can make a game hard is by making you have to earn your strength. They make it so when you fight Misty, she freaking kills you because you walk through Mount Moon thinking everything's too easy. There were boss battles, the 8 gyms. You see a gym coming up, you're like, okay, I need to train. I need to fight every trainer in there to get as much experience as possible because that's how important experience is. And I want to get ahead of the curve. I want to feel good about me leveling up. And then I'm going to beat this gym leader and boom, another boss down. Now think back to Milo. That's not a boss. While it's true, Milo has an ass team and Hala has an ass team. And so that those games are easy for different reasons. The fact that you never have to train makes the game at its core easy. Oh my god, you follow me. Listen, bro, I don't mean no harm. Okay, next point. TMs. TMs are confirmed to go back to single-use TMs. Unlike the infinite use TMs we have in Sword and Shield, and the introduction of TRs, technical records, which can only be used once, you get them from dens, TMs in this game are single use. I have a lot of thoughts about this. I wanted to make a video about Bdsp literally being let's go. This is being more and more faithful with each day. I don't have a problem with single use TMs only because I'm used to it already, but when they're hard to obtain, it kind of makes it too scary to use. Like, you don't want to use the overheat Flannery gives you. But that being said, apparently TMs are going to be easier to get in these games. So maybe you can restock them. Maybe the gym leader's TM, if you wait a day and go fight them again, they'll give you another TM. Unless you already have one in your bag. That would be a nice way to fix the system. Because when stuff is too hard to obtain, it's the ether treatment where you just don't use it at all. Which isn't good. You want people to feel like they should be using their items and making mistakes. It should be fine. Secret bases. Apparently the only furniture in secret bases are statues. Well now, sir, I have so many ideas for my secret base. Just wait till you'll see what I do with it. You won't expect it. I'm gonna put a statue in there. I'm okay with everything except the secret base thing. Like, I just wanted a Piplup 10 slide. So here's us checking out some secret bases. We just got statues. We got, okay, I was watching that, bro. We got Gallade, Probopass, Electivire. I mean, it seems kind of bland, but who knows, bro? They obviously did think they got some plan. This is sick, bro. This is one of the underground spots or you find some next place. It looks so nice. It looks so juicy. Okay, move a lot more, bro, while I compliment you. Like, I'm getting a little used to this. Oh, yeah, bro. Peak. You've time traveled. Guess what year you're in? 2021. Oh, yes, bro. Okay, Pokemon following you, bro. This is juicy right here. I'm getting some Heart Gold vibes for some reason. You never see proper extended gameplay? This is giving me some Heart Gold vibes. I like this Pokemon following us. I kind of like this better than the Sword and Shield, but we have to see. Like, I'm fine with the Pokemon's speed being slower than you. I don't know, guys. What's the perfect fix so that, like, a Pokemon like Tyranitar can follow you at the same speed you are at without it looking obviously weird? Oh, God, bro. Something just looked really weird with this man walking around. Just look at this man walking around. Look how he just looked like a bobblehead right here. Oh, shoot, bro. His head don't move. His head don't move. His arm's just rowing a boat, bro. This is scary. This is scary, bro. Hey, yo, you gotta stop. Okay, moving on. The next thing, it seems like the Pokedex is only the first 4 gens. I'm like 99% sure on that. Yes, this sucks. What are we gonna do about it? I'm not hurt by this anymore. Maybe if they release a DLC for Bdsp around who knows when, bro. With Legends, they're not gonna juggle 2 games at the same time, but let's say some Bdsp DLC in June of 2022, and it brings the next 4 gens of Pokemon for free as a free update alongside with some actual new content. It's pretty good. I know Iosea, I know. Anyhow, some other miscellaneous thoughts. 2 things. One, when Mega Evolution was brought up, IGN had this statement at the end of their essay here. It says that, in one way or another, it will be a relief to go back to a simpler period in Pokemon history, an era without Gigantamax forms and Mega Evolution, and with the Pokedex that's actually close to manageable. How did you turn this into a compliment? I'm like, oh, dude, you're right, bro. Maybe I'll complete the decks. It's like they took out half the bonds. So obviously when they see the statement, it's like confirmation that Megas are not coming back. IGN, I'll give you your next ending to the essay. One way or another, it'll be a relief to go back to before colors were introduced into the gaming space. I'm so excited to play red and blue like graphics again in an era without Gigantamax, Mega Evolution, or colors. Good job, IGN, making it sound good. But yeah, so this comment right here from IGN, who seems to know more about the games, is indicating to everyone accidentally that there are no Megas in this. Obviously, hope will be clinged on to.
Also, IGN's comment about Mega Evolution doesn't mean it won't happen. I still have like 1% hope.
It's like I had 2% hope 5 months ago, and it was gone the day after. So, I mean, do you want me to give you some straws to grasp at? Here, pick it. I'll give you a straw. Grasp this straw. Maybe Megas in the post game. You didn't hear this from me. Maybe, like, existing Megas in the post game. This is not happening. We don't even have the other half of the decks. They're not gonna have half the decks, and there's some Megas, even though that's what they did in Let's Go. I'm not finishing my statement. There's no Megas. I just want a Wi-Fi battle with Megas, okay? That's why I'm still thinking about it. I don't actually believe Megas will come back. I know 100% that there's no new Megas. I just mean the Sun and Moon treatment where you can use the Megas that already exist in the post game. Some other stuff, Bdsp now has autosave. Curse you! This was so perfect and faithful. It's a autosave. Now it just breaks the illusion. Now I realize this ain't even Diamond and Pearl anymore, bro. They've ruined it. We can also touch the switch to use the Pokétch if we're in handheld mode. Sick, bro. If you fought a Pokemon before, it's gonna tell you what's super effective against it. Sick, bro. I still don't know my type advantages, so this is great for me. And also, thanks to Polygon, we know that you don't have to go to the PC to transfer your Pokemon. Okay, this is fine. A lot of the stuff they mentioned in this is fine. I'm just such an ass because I'm so used to the way Pokemon is. It's fine, you being able to transfer Pokemon to the box, and then you go in an Nurse and it heals everything. But for me, it's just like, there's some setups. Usually when you only have 6 Pokemon and you're like going up Mount Silver and you're somewhat dying, it's scary. These are your 6 Pokemon. You chose these and you're kind of going on to this adventure. When you can call your box at any moment and switch them out, it kind of ruins that immersion. But it's a fine quality life change. Bro, I don't got the energy for this, okay? Just inject Bdsp into me. You can tell me anything now. You can tell me bug types have been removed from the game. I think in the most organized video possible, I've told you everything. Someone just tweeted me, waiting for Bdsp to come out with new legendary forms or some crap, and Centro deletes every past tweet. Centro is so confident that I just can't help but watch. I have to know how this plays out. Like you're driving by and the police are investigating something to your left. I have to turn and look. Hisui and Mewtwo, yeah, good night. Why is Twitter sick all of a sudden, fam? Where are these funny tweets coming from? Anyhow, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm just trying to upload here on this channel more, okay? Don't blame me if this stuff is ass. If you give me an ass, I mean, if you give me poo, I'll make a poo house. Like with this video, I've made a poo house, but this whole type season is so poo. This freaking image right here is the forefront of Sinnoh confirmed, of Diamond and Pearl versions remade. This is it right here, boys. That is what you time traveled here for. You better go back and you better change something in the timeline. And I better see everything around me slowly change. I better see all these posters turn into posters of Dawn for some reason because you fixed the continuum. And suddenly, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
This the sound of my alchemy, the greatest success for all those who fell for me. I always respect the friends who wish well for me and live until the end and die. All time will tell for me, but I ain't going anywhere, believe me.